Okay, so this presentation includes the research aptitude. First, before going inside the topic, we need to understand about our enemy. So, who is our enemy? So then on, so by knowing their weakness, uh, we can give up more and we can strengthen ourselves to beat them. So this is our enemy today. So the research aptitude, it's a research meaning, types and characteristics, positivism and post-positivism approach to research. Then the method of research, experimental, descriptive, historical, qualitative and quantitative methods, steps involved in research, thesis and article writing, format and styles of referencing, application of ICT in research, then research ethics. So these are all our enemies. We have to beat them. So here, today we are going to see about the research meaning, types and characteristics. So these items today we are going to deal. So before entering into the formal system, so we are having lot of questions in our mind. Like the world, this world also is full of unsolved problems. We always carry question. So we used to inquire sometimes, but most of the time we ignore it and we move on that. So this is the situation we are exist here. So before going to the formal topic, we need few tips how to write, how to prepare for the exam, UGC NET or any competitive exam, how to prepare. So this is the common phenomenon. Actually, all of us, we used to have the A4 size note or big size note for writing anything for preparation. So here, we have to fold our notebooks into half like this. So why? Because our eyeball has the capacity to move up to this off. So if you are writing full, your eyeball getting tired and you cannot read more pages. So that the most of the books written in the two column alignment in A4 size. So you please do this kind of preparation for your noting up of minutes and all those things. Then whenever you are writing, you please use red or pink color pen for noting up the important points. So then, so this red or pink color, your mind can absorb quickly, and you can reproduce it wherever you need. So this is one small tip to prepare your note. So last day we have seen about the elaborate part of NTA NET preparation, the orientation part we have seen. So on that, so here no negative marks for NTA UGC NET. So try to attend all 50 questions. Here we are talking about the paper 1. So try to attend all 50 questions. So then and there we can see how to get a correct answer and all those things. Now we'll move to the research topic. So before going inside, we all of us know about the Bhagavad Gita. So it's a holy book of Hindu. So do you know the format, in which format they have written? Yes. So it was written in question and answer format. The Arjuna used to ask a question to the Lord Krishna. The Krishna used to answer. So that is the base. base for research also. So the framing a question, research question is the first step to study anything. So the Earth is 45 lakhs years old. Then the history of human beings is 2 lakhs years old. The civilization is around 5,000 years. But the current sophistication of life, this peak we reached so from the last 300 years. How it was happened? If you see how, because the people are doing research. So this is the basic thing. So how the common people they are doing research? So before going to assess the common people how they are doing research, we will check our research ability by seeing a few previous year questions. Okay, so this is the session we are going to check, we are going to assess ourselves how and what was the gray area we are having already, how we are reaching the correct answers. So all those things we can able to see from this. So friends, we are exhibiting few questions. You please answer your answers in comment box. Later we will see the correct answers. Yes, please. Yes, very good, Tribhuda Selvi ma'am. Yes. Others, please try to answer. No need to worry on whether it is correct or not. Yes. So, what is the answer for first one, second, third? Very good, Stella. Stella, ma'am. Please, others. Yes. This is a practical session, so we are going to practice. So please try to answer it. Yes. Sweta, Vinodini ma'am, Murugavel sir. Yes, Sweta, very good. Yes. Yes, others. Others, please try. Shall we move to other question? Yes, please try. Yes. The process not needed in experimental research is yes. What's the answer for this? So all these things are previous year questions. So we are start practicing by using previous year question. We never say the previous year questions will repeat, but the concept, the perspectives or topic usually repeated one only. So by practicing these questions, you can get clarity to reach a correct answer. Yes, Stella ma'am, reference collection, very good. Then, any other answer? Yes. Shall we check? Shall we check the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You please check your answers. How many answers are correct? Where we are doing mistake? Shall we start discussion on that? So it is the important thing to reach the correct answer. The accurate answer is important, no? Did you check that? Yes, very good. Very good, Stella ma'am. So now we'll move to the question number 1. So almost all of you reached the correct answer, I think. The research is always, all of us know, so to verifying the old knowledge, then exploring new knowledge, then filling the gap between the old and new knowledge. So all of the above is the correct answer. Okay. So I think all of us reached the correct answer here. So then we'll move to the second question. The research that applies the laws at the time of field study to draw more and more clear ideas about the problems is. So here the answer is which one? Experimental research. How the experimental research? You please, you can unmute your mic, you can answer it. How it will be the experimental research? How? 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 Anyone wants to answer for this? How it would be the experimental research? Why not applied or action? Any idea for this? So here what we are going to practice is how to eliminate the wrong answers. If out of 4 options, MCQ, so they are giving 4 options, no? So out of 4, if you are eliminating one wrong answer, means your accurate level is increasing. Okay, so now you have to spend 75% to reach the correct answer. So if you are eliminating 2 wrong options, here 50 is to 50, no? So how to eliminate the wrong answers? So this is the thing. So by practicing questions only, you can get this clarity. So here, how? What is, if you are having the knowledge of what is applied in research and action research, means you can easily get the answer. So none of this is won't come. So then we'll move to the third question. So during our types of research, we will see what is applied research, action research, and experimental research. All of this in detail. So now we are moving to the third question. When a research problem is related to the heterogeneous population, the most suitable sampling method is, here the important word you have to bold it is the heterogeneous population. Okay, so if you are dealing with the heterogeneous population, so here the heterogeneous population means, so we have to
Different one, ma'am.
yes,
Heterogeneous.
okay, stratified sampling, that is the correct answer. How we have to classify into different small groups, homogeneous groups or homogeneous strata. Okay, so here the answer is stratified sampling. So what is cluster sampling and convenient lottery method? All these things we will see in our sampling method class. Then the process not needed in experimental researches. So not needed. Okay, this is a negative question. So when you are reading the question, you must read each and every word. Okay, you have to give the importance to the each and every word. That is the most required, because while on the half of the question, most of the people, what we are doing the mistake is we used to read half of the question, then we used to assume ourselves, okay, based on. So never do that mistake while in examination hall. Please try to read the entire question. Okay, so each and every word is important. So the process not needed in experimental researches. So not needed experimental research. So this is the key word in this question. So here the answer is reference collection. Okay, so that is not needed for experimental research. Then a research problem is not feasible only when. Okay, so here a research problem is not feasible only when. This is the question. Here this is also one of the negative type question. So the research problem not feasible. Then it is a researchable. So yes, if the research problem is researchable means you can do your research. So that is not your answer for this question. So we can eliminate that. Okay. So because it is a negative question, so not researchable means, so it won't come. It won't come at all. Then it is a new and add something new. So every research problem used to give any knowledge and action, or action oriented, or knowledge oriented. Okay, so this answer also won't come. Here the Adman out is, it consists of independent and dependent variables. So this is purely related with different thing. Okay, while hypothesis framing and other thing it will come. So here the Adman out is the third one, C. Okay, so it has utility and relevance. Yes, of course, if it has a utility and relevance only, we used to do the research. So here the answer is C. See, it consists of independent and dependent variables. So this is the answer for a research problem is not feasible only when. So, so try to practice more and more questions. Actually, we have given the previous year, nearly 15 years previous year questions with our book. Okay, at the end of the chapter, each and every unit, from unit 1 to unit 10, we have given the previous year questions. Okay, so try to attend those questions. So merely having this material or book won't matter. Okay, so how we are going to prepare, that is the thing. So start your preparation from now. So you please plan accordingly. So already you have your time schedule for your preparation, I hope. So don't adhere your time table for purely to complete the study of these books or your material. Okay, try to give some space for your uh, so you have to study more and more. Okay, so for you have to replicate the same thing. So whatever you are studying in your book, you have to replicate into your notebook. So from that notebook, you have to synthesize like quality questions, and then last day we have seen, no. So you have to prepare your own quality questions out of this material. Not only this material, whatever the material you are having with your own. So try to prepare quality questions from that. So that is the most wanted thing. For revision is the most wanted. Okay, so revise once, minimum of 2 to 3 times you have to revise your preparation. Then only you can able to attend, or you have the confidence to attend the accurate answer. So now we'll move to the what is research. Almost all of us, we know about what is research. You know, so it's a fact-finding activity. So it's a systematic investigation or scientific investigation into the study of materials or resources or any form or organization or villages in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. So this is research. So the research is different from experiencing and reasoning. So experiencing and reasoning is different. Okay, so that is just like that will happen. What the poor man they are doing. So what they are doing? So how like we can take the example of like idli. Okay, how the idli was evolved in ancient period, like coffee or tea, whatever it may be. Okay, so the pen, so the light, all those things, whatever it may be. So from the common man, they evolved all those things. So maximum the 85% of the interventions what we are enjoying now, it was invented by the common people. Okay, so how they have invented? So by experiencing and reasoning they have invented. Okay, so but research is different from that. So research is a systematic investigation by using scientific tools. So we are doing research. So that is research. It's a attitude of inquiry. So from by the basic thing for research is questioning. Okay? The research questions. That is the first thing to do whatever the research in your mind you are going to do. So these are all the definitions. Actually, in our book, we have given almost more than 10 definitions. So no need to worry on that. No need to mark up all those things. So just read what it is. Okay. So understanding is must here. So here the Terlinger, what is his definition for research is? Research is systematic, controlled, empirical and critical investigation of hypothetical proposition about the uh, presumed relations among natural phenomena. So then the Redman and Berry, the research is systematized effort to gain new knowledge. So likewise, a few more definitions we have given. So no need to worry on this. So people used to ask what is research? The basic thing, the basic question. So the systematic evaluation, the systematic inquiry about anything. So that is research. So this is the important key point we have to take to our home here. So here, few characteristics. Okay, so what are the characteristics of research? Yeah, research is a scientific investigation. Already we have seen this. It's a scientific investigation. That is research. If you are dividing the research word into two, so research, search again. So that is the important character of research. Then it develops and evaluates concepts and the theories. Then it is a solution oriented, or otherwise whatever the research we are doing, it used to direct towards the solution for the particular problem of statement. Okay, so that is research. That is the important character of research. So the research should give some solution and it used to direct towards the solution. So that is the characteristic of research. Then it determines the relationship between the two or more variables. So it determines the relationship between two or more variables. So that is the character of research. Then the research used to emphasize to develop principles. Okay, so theories like helpful in predicting future occurrence. According to the uh, previous year data or earlier data, we used to predict something for the future. Okay, so this is the predicting. So the research used to give the predicting future occurrence. So the research can be replicable and validate. So this is the important character of research, that is replicable and validate. Then the research requires, so this is the important point, the researchers should have full knowledge on the problem of study, what they are going to study. So they used to develop their knowledge on that, so that we are going for the literature review and the other things. So those are the things comes under the steps of research. So we will see later. So these are the set of questions. Again, we have to answer for this. So you can see our gray area, how we are approaching the questions. So you please try. Yes, please. Stella ma'am, you need previous questions once again. Yes, ma'am. Stella ma'am.
No, no, ma'am. No, I have got it.
Okay. Okay, I will share this slides.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, please. You please answer for this. Yes, Murugavel sir. Is it audible my voice? You please try these questions. Yes, please. Please try to understand where you are getting wrong, how you are approaching the questions. So you please try to understand that. That is the most important thing here. You have to learn from here. Then only you can reach the accurate answer at the short span of time. That is important in your examination hall. So by practicing more questions only you can reach the correct answer. Descriptive survey method, Tiruvunachally ma'am, super. Then Stella ma'am, for ex post facto method. Please, others. Hello, Mishra, descriptive. Mishra B, descriptive survey. Yes, yes, please. Speak the descriptive survey method. Yes. Yes, Vinodini ma'am. Yes. Still are two. Very good. Yes. Yes. 2-1 Silu Mishra. Yes, super. Shall I move to the second question? Second set. Yes, please. Discussion. Very good. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, very good, Tirunelveli ma'am. Yes. Developing a research design. Yes, very good. Yes. Shall we go for the answer? Yes. Yes, very good. Superb. Yes, ma'am. Superb. Shall I display answer? Yes, please. Fifth question, I think all of you are reading. Yes, superb, superb. Rula Silvi, ma'am. Yes, superb, superb data collection. Fifth one, four. Yes, very nice. Stella, ma'am. Sunu Mishra, superb. Super, very good. Yes. Shall we move for answer? Please check. Please check. Check your answers. How many of you got 5 out of 5? Yes. Very good, very good. Tirumala ma'am, 4. Sweta, A, B, C, and D. Very good. So, Stella, 4. Very good, very good. 5 out of 4. Others? Others? Where we are lacking? Where we are lacking here? So, shall we discuss about the question wise? So, here we are in first question. So the researcher intends to explore the effect of possible factors for the organization of effective midday meal. So effective midday meal intervention. Effective midday meal intervention, we all of us know it is in the existing program. It is the existing program. Okay, this is not a new program, or we are not going to invent new one. So this already exists in the market. Okay, so the midday meal program is already exist in the market. So it is a hidden word. Okay, so they didn't given, they didn't express as a so they didn't express it as an existing program in in India. So likewise, they didn't mention anywhere. But we have to think that. We have to think that. Okay. So the effective midday meal program intervention. So they want to explore the effect of effective midday meal program. So this is the important keyword we have to capture from this question. Okay, so which research method? So most appropriate. So they are asking most appropriate. So from this, so what will be the answer will be? So what is the correct answer here? X, post facto method. This is the correct answer for this question. Okay, how? So it won't be a historical method. So easily we can eliminate that answer from this. How? What is historical method? What is historical method? So it is studying
Historical basis investigation.
past. Yes, very. It is studying about the past. So it is studying about the past. So this is also studying about the existing program only we are talking. Okay. So but it is irrelevant with this question. So descriptive survey method. Okay, descriptive survey method also won't come. How? So that is what is descriptive study. So it is describing about something, some smaller level study only we can do by using this descriptive survey method. So this is also outcome. So then experimental method. So experimental method usually we used to form or frame a hypothesis by using that hypothesis. So the hypothesis testing. So all those things will come under the experimental method. Okay. So each and every method, what these are all the types of research. So we will see in this class what is in details. What is these types of research and all. So here the correct answer is ex post facto method. Okay, so this is usually people used to do in marketing. Marketing people used to do this. Okay, so already the Pepsodent or Colgate or Horlicks, any product, okay, exists in the market already. It is available in the market, but they want to test. They want to test the effectiveness of those product, how they can improve or like that. Okay, so already existing market existing product, they want to test means people used to do this ex post facto method of research. So this is the correct answer here. So then which of the following is an initial mandatory requirement for the pursuing research? Already we have seen. So the formulating a research question, that is the base, that is the basic thing while doing any research. Okay, so that is the thing, doing research. So the formulating a research question is the correct answer for this question. Initial mandatory. So the initial mandatory requirement for pursuing research. So these are the keyword we have to note from this question. Then the format of thesis writing, we all of us know very well. So thesis, otherwise dissertation. So C is the correct answer for this. So this is the second set of questions we have seen. So here the qualitative research paradigm. So which of the following features may be considered critical? Okay, so this is the important question, somewhat hard question also. So the difficult one. So the qualitative research paradigm. So what is qualitative research? What is qualitative research?
Non-numerical method, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Non-numerical method. Okay, uncountable factors we can use to study from this qualitative research. Uncountable like texture, color, so quality, human behaviors, attitude. So those kind of parameters, variables we can study from by using this qualitative research. So whenever we are seeing the qualitative research, okay, the one important keyword we have to remember in our mind is bottom up approach. So what is qualitative research? That is, so we can do this qualitative research in a smaller level of group, smaller group. Okay, we cannot do this qualitative research for the broader population. Okay. So when people used to choose this qualitative approach, so they used to have the thing in mind, bottom up approach. So bottom up approach. Okay, that is the important word we have to remember in our mind. So when you are going for the quantitative research, when you are going for the quantitative research, that is top-down approach. Okay, that is top-down approach. We will see in elaborate in our future classes related this quantitative and qualitative other things. So whenever you are going for yes, Saktivel sir will come. So here, whenever you are going for the qualitative, sorry, okay, thank you. So whenever you are going for the qualitative research, please remember the bottom up approach. Okay. So other things, So if you know this word, you can directly go for picking up this correct answer. Okay. So then fifth one. Okay, the fifth question. Which of the following statements regarding the meaning of research are correct? Almost the four options are correct options only. So all of us reach the correct answer. Okay. So this is self-explanatory. No need to explain more on this. Yes. So shall we move to other slide? Yes. Now we are seeing few research terminologies. Okay. So research terminologies. So in this research techniques. Okay. Here also we are moving from bottom to top. Okay, like qualitative research, we are moving to bottom to top. So what is qualitative research techniques? Okay, so research technique means, yes, specific means means, okay, there are specific means or approaches or tools and its usage, which means for the data collection we can use the tools like questionnaire, survey. So those are all the tools we can use for the data collection. Okay, data collection. Likewise, for the analysis purpose, chi-square test, F test, so t-test, likewise more tests are there. So we used to do those tests for the hypothesis testing or analysis of data. Okay, so by combining all these tools or approaches, people used to call as a research techniques. So these are all the research techniques. Okay, so after this research techniques, so the combination of few research techniques, one or more research techniques is called as a the research methods. Okay, so that is research methods. Usually the research methodology, which includes all these research tools, techniques, methods, all this combinedly known as research methodology. Okay, so that is research methodology. So that research methodology will give the answer for 5W and 1H questions. So if you are training a research methodology, so that research methodology used to give the answers for 5W and 1H. So now we are at types of research. Almost 20 plus types we have mentioned. So the UGC also asking questions. So already we have seen, we have mentioned about the repetition of questions. Okay, so the NTA UGC net, they never repeat the same questions, the previous year questions again for us. Okay, so but the concept, okay, the concept and the perspective they used to ask again. So please try to understand each and every word in this slide. Okay, so every year we used to see these types of question. Any one type will see in all the disciplines. Okay, all the disciplines we used to see one question from this slide. So the types. Okay, if you are having that clarity on each and every types of these research types, so clearly you can get two marks, two questions you can get out of this. So you please try to clear on this. Okay, so the concept and the theory, what it is and how they are applying, the application part, not only related with theory, you have to understand in the practical portion also, where like that midday meal and all we have seen, no. So likewise, how the how part also you have to know out of this slide. So that is the must. So no need to study like by using books and all, you have to study. So no need to worry on that while you are doing your cooking or studying or playing, whatever you are doing. So try to relate all these things. So what kind of research or what kind of not only related with research, like the people development and environment. So those title are you can try to relate all those things with your NET exam. Okay, so then only you can click the correct answer. So now we'll move to the first one. So that is fundamental research. So that is fundamental research. So what is fundamental research? That is a basic research. Okay, so the fundamental research is also called as a pure research or basic research. Okay, so that is called as a pure research or basic research. So here the fundamental or the pure research or basic research purely related with the theoretical part. Purely related with the theoretical part. So it is for the sake of knowledge, people used to do the fundamental or pure research or basic research. Okay, we cannot get any solution. We cannot get any solution from this fundamental research. Okay, I hope it is clear now. So the fundamental research is purely related with the theory or concept development part. Okay, it is not related with the action oriented. So it is purely related with theory. So this is the important thing we have to know from the fundamental or pure research. Okay. So then what is second one is applied research. So what is applied research? So this applied research gives the solution for the immediate problem. Okay, so the society or whoever is so any organization or society, they wants to know any so they are having the problem with them, so they want to they need any solution. Okay, they need solution for the particular problem. Means people used to go for a applied research. Okay, so here the important word we have to remember is the applied research is related with immediate solution. So it gives the immediate solution for the problem. So that is applied research. Okay, then we'll move to the third one, exploratory research. Okay, so exploratory research. Here the researcher has some idea, okay, but they are not having much on that particular issue or the problem statement. Okay, so here the people go for the exploratory, so exploring something. So here people are exploring something. So exploratory research, that is exploratory research. Okay, so the exploratory research means here the researcher, they used to develop a hypothesis. Okay, they used to develop a hypothesis, but no need to test. Okay, for the experimental research, people used to test the hypothesis. So here in exploratory research, people used to frame. Okay, according to that, they can explore the problem. Okay, explore the problem. So that is exploratory research. Then we'll move to the action research. So action research is, it is nothing but, so this is also one of the part of applied research. Okay, part of applied research. This is part of applied research, this action research. So the action research also used to deal with the immediate problem of the society or people. But what is the difference between the applied and action research is, here the action research, so in applied research we can able to develop a theory. Okay, in applied research we can able to develop a theory, but in case of action research, this is purely solution oriented. Okay, so it is purely solution oriented. So the researcher already doing some investigation, and the course of time, if any issue is arising, so the researcher can do this action research to solve that particular query or that particular problem. Okay, So to solve that particular problem, people go for the action research. Okay, people go for the action research. So this is the difference between the main difference between applied and the action. So the applied research and action research is almost same, but in applied research we can able to develop a theory. Then for the knowledge sake also we can do that research, but that also need to give the immediate solution for the particular problem. Okay, so here the action research, so it is purely not related with the knowledge part. It used to address the immediate solution for the issue, for the problem. Then we move to the descriptive. Okay, so descriptive study. So descriptive study means in the word itself we can get describing something, describing the individual, describing the society, or describing the organization. Okay, so the tool, what tool we can use here for the data collection or other thing means the case study approach, then the observation. So the case study approach and observation we can use for descriptive research. So describing something, which means it is in a smaller level. Okay, we cannot go for this descriptive study for the broader segment of people. Okay, so try to understand this. So describing a smaller organization or the, so by using this descriptive study we can study about the any social science topic or business research we can go. Okay, so the ex post facto research already we are classified under the other subheading also here. So the ex post facto research, so it comes under this descriptive study. So then the evaluation study. Okay, so the evaluation study, so it is also one type of applied research. Okay, this is also one type of applied research. So here like the social issues or any economic programs like irrigation program or MGNRGA work. So likewise, so these kind of economical welfare schemes or any social society related programs like family planning program or the nutritional awareness program. So these kind of programs and all we can assess by using this evaluation study. So here we are evaluating. Okay, here we are evaluating the already given program. So here we are evaluating. So the next one is diagnostic study. Next one is so diagnostic study, like our medical report, medical laboratory reports we can take here. So here by using this diagnostic study, okay, so by using this diagnostic study people can answer for what is happening, why it is happening, and what can be done to recover from that. So for these three answers will be given through this diagnostic study. Okay, so this diagnostic study also one of the descriptive study. So so the diagnostic study also one of the descriptive study, but in descriptive study we cannot give any solution. Okay, so we can describe like the person like this, likewise we can describe about anything or the particular subject. Okay, but we cannot give any solution for that. So the what is the difference between the diagnostic study and descriptive study means? So the diagnostic study also one of the descriptive study, but we can give answer. We can give answer for what is happening, why it is happening, and what can be done to recover for that. So these answers answers will be get from this diagnostic study. Okay, so this is a diagnostic study. Then quantitative research. Okay, then we are moving to the quantitative research. Already we have seen what is quantitative research. It is purely related with numeric. It is purely related with numbers. Okay, so countings. So this is quantitative. Then one more word you have to remember from this quantitative research is top down. Okay, top down approach. So that is top down approach is quantitative study. So these are the key words I have to know from this quantitative research. Then we are moving to the qualitative research. Okay, so we are moving to the qualitative. What is qualitative research? So what is qualitative research here? So the bottom up, already we have seen the bottom up approach, then uncountable. Okay, the attitude, our character, our so texture. So likewise, the qualitative parameter. Okay, quality. So what is the quality? Qualitative parameters. Here the qualitative parameters we are studying. So those things comes under this qualitative research. Okay, this qualitative research. Then what is historical research? We have seen in the question this option. Okay, so whenever we are seeing the question, we are seeing 4 options. Okay, so try to generate questions for each and every questions. Okay, you yourself please try to generate questions for those options whatever they are given in the 4 options. Okay, so the four options will be the answer for the next question answers. Okay, so already they are given 4 options. 4 options, no. For that they are asking one question. So for that question, out of 4, 1 is the correct answer. Okay, so other 3 options is there, no. So that may be repeated. Okay, so please try to generate as many as questions for those options whatever you are seeing in our class as well as in your preparation itself. Okay, from your home you are going to prepare, no. So you try to generate as many as questions. So here we are talking about historical research. So what is historical research? So already we are having history. Okay, already we are having history. So from that history, so already we are having history means already we are having data. Okay, so we no need to go for the collection of data. Okay, we are not going to collect data in this historical research. Okay, so already data is exist. Okay, so here the researcher role is gathering. Okay, gathering. So already the data is available. From that you have to interpret. Okay, from that you have to interpret. So the historical study. Okay, so that is historical research. Then what is experimental research? Okay, so the experimental research. Here in experimental research, so we used to analyze the data by using statistical tools, the hypothesis testing, framing of hypothesis, all these things are important in experimental research. Okay, so the hypothesis testing will be then the statistical tools application. So all these things will be the important thing in experimental research. So the experimental research, quantitative, qualitative, all these things we will see in our future classes in elaborate manner. So then we are moving to the ex post facto research. Ex post facto research. Okay. So the ex post facto research is an empirical inquiry. Empirical inquiry of any situation. Okay. Any situation already occurred, already happened, already exist in the field. Okay, already exist in the field. So we are going for the empirical inquiry. So that is ex post facto research. Okay, so the things already in the place, already in the market. So we are going to test the effectiveness, or any situation. So what is happening there? So likewise, we are going to test. So that is ex post facto research. Okay, so for example, we can see the market failure of any products or services. Okay, so already exist in the field. Already exist in the field is the important keyword we have to remember from this ex post facto research. Okay, then go for the case study approach. Okay, so this case study approach is we can see under the descriptive study also. So we can classify this as one of the study also. So case study. So already we have seen it is a micro level. Okay, it is a micro level. We cannot go for the macro level case study. So any organization or individual or village, we can go for the case study approach. We can study. Okay, study about a particular company or individual. So that is the case study method. So here here also, this research is basically intensive in nature and data compilation requires exhaustive study units with the utmost sincerity. So because of the the population is very small, so we have to study in depth. Okay, the case study used to cover the from the top to bottom. From the top to bottom, everything they used to assess. Like if you are going for the case study about any company, so we have to assess their financial statement, their labor, so 7S. So all those things we have to staff, system. So each and every part you have to study. So that is case study approach. Okay. Then the survey. Okay. So the survey also. So we can see this survey as a tool. Okay. Survey as a tool to collect data. So it is also one of the category, one of the type under research. So this is a survey. Okay, the best example for survey is you can see the census. Okay, we can see the census. Census is the example for survey. Okay, so what is survey and all we are going to see in this class itself. So then conceptual research. Then we are moving to the conceptual research. So what is conceptual research? So the conceptual research is related with the any concept. Okay, any concept or developing any theory. So here also we are developing any theory. Okay, so conceptual research is related to some abstract ideas or theory generally used by the philosophers. So already the base concept is there, but that concept is not clear to all. So here, so for example, we can go for the Isaac Newton. Okay, he was the inventor of gravity. Okay, the gravity force. So so before that intervention, people know the apple will fall from the tree to earth. So all of the people they know very well. Okay, so but this concept, okay, that is the basic thing they know. But what is the theory behind that? So those aspects not clear before the Isaac Newton invented about the gravity. Okay, so that is the example for conceptual research. Okay, then what is empirical research? Empirical research is nothing but so the empirical research also comes under the descriptive research. Okay, so the empirical research is nothing but just experiencing or observing. Okay, so one person want to research the uh, number of street vendors they are moving so in and around the Madurai city. Okay, so they used to sit in one place, so they used to observe. So the vendor, like the street vendor, flower vendor, vegetable vendor. So likewise, how many persons are going? So in and around the Madurai city. So like in and around any one of the street like that. So it is purely related with the experiencing or observing the thing. Okay, that is empirical research. Then what is longitudinal research and what is one-time research? So these two has the relationship. These two has its own relationship. Okay, what it is? So this is the cross-sectional study. It is nothing but one-time research. Okay, the cross-sectional study is nothing but one-time research. Then the longitudinal study. Then the longitudinal study. Okay, the cross-sectional study means different groups. Okay, different groups are compared at the same time, at the point of time. Okay, at the point of time, what is happening in different groups. So that is cross-sectional. Okay, what is longitudinal? The same group is compared over the period of time. The same group is compared over the period of time is longitudinal study. Okay, for the time, like usually the longitudinal study used to have do in 5 years gap. Okay, so 5 years. This 2020, what is the status of group 1? Then after 5 years, the obesity or blood pressure, whatever it may be, the parameter. So people used to study. Okay, the same group of people used to study for the over the period of time is longitudinal research. Okay, so that is longitudinal research. Okay, now field setting. Okay, so the field setting, because the name itself, it is giving the answer. Okay, what is field setting? So like lot of agricultural universities, colleges, they are developing varieties for the use of farmers. Okay, so like drought resistant or high yielding varieties likewise. So how it is fit for the field? How it is fit for the field? So this study will be done like through field setting. Okay, so like now the corona, the pandemic corona. Okay, so now the people are the laboratories are developing the vaccine against the virus, coronavirus. Okay, COVID-19. So how it is setting in the field, in the human beings. So we are testing, no? So that is field setting. Then we'll move for the analytical research. So what is analytical research? It is also the fact. Okay, like historical research. Here also the facts and information is already available. Okay, so this is important thing. Like historical research, here in analytical research also the facts and informations are already available. Okay, so already available. By using those informations, by using those facts, people used to evaluate. Okay, people used to evaluate that particular material. Okay, that is analytical research. Okay, here we are analyzing. Here we are analyzing. Okay, so you are going to analyze your students' marks. Okay, students' marks. Already the question has given answer also with you. The facts already you are having. Okay, by using that you are analyzing. You are analyzing the marks. So that is analytical research. So facts already exist. That is important thing in analytical research. Okay. Then we'll move to the assessment part. Okay, assessment research. What is assessment research? So it describes a situation that provides without any suitable explanation or suggestion for any remedial action. We can just assess. You can assess the thing. Okay, but we cannot give any remedy. Already here also the assessment research also already the practice exists. Okay, so we cannot give any solution for that. So that is assessment research. Then what is comparative research? We are comparing. What we are going to compare? Any similarities or dissimilarities. What are the similarities or dissimilarities or exist in between two groups, okay, two variables. So that is comparative research. Comparative research. Then what is deductive research? What is deductive research or what is inductive research? Okay. So here in deductive research, okay, in deductive research, so people used to confuse with these two words, deductive and inductive. Okay, how we can remember is one small tip. So like deductive, okay, so you are having a general problem. You are having a general problem, okay, so you yourself having one general problem, you need specific solution for that problem, okay, you are having general problem, so you need specific solution for that particular problem, so you are approaching deductive agency, okay, so you are approaching deductive agency, that deductive person, deductive, okay, so they assess the general situation and they are giving the solution for that general issue. They are giving specific solution for you. So general to specific, general to specific is an important word we have to remember in deductive research, okay, general to specific, that is the important thing, general to specific. So it is nothing but it is a quantitative research. Okay, so this deductive research generally associated with quantitative research. Okay, so quantitative research already we have seen top-down approach. Quantitative research. So this deductive research usually begins with the hypothesis framing. Hypothesis framing. This deductive research usually begins with hypothesis framing. Deductive research is associated with top-down or quantitative research. Okay. So the inductive research, just opposite to the deductive research. Okay. So in inductive research, you are having a specialized, okay, specific small uh, theory. Okay, already you have framed some theory. So specific thing, already you are having specific thing. Okay, you want to generalize them. You want to generalize. You want to generalize for the other community. Okay, for example, we can take uh, the millet food. Okay, we can take example of millet food. Okay, the millet food is suitable for sugar patients, like that one already one specific theory is established here. Okay, so now we are going to test. Okay, we are going to test whether these millet food, if the non-diabetic patients they are consuming from now, means whether the diabetic the new diabetic emergence, okay, so it will be reduced or not. So it would be the one of the problem statement, okay, problem statement for inductive research. So already you are having specific theory. So from this small specific theory to you are generalizing, you are going for the generalization. So specific to general is related with inductive research. Okay. So deductive research. So deductive research already you are having one general issue, general problem. You need specific solution for that. So you are going for the deductive agency. So this is deductive research. Okay, so this is deductive research. Then, so we have seen survey. So this survey is one of the tool. Is it right? So survey is one of the tool. Okay, so we may use to confused with what is survey questionnaire. Okay, so we used to confuse with survey and questionnaire. So what is survey? What is questionnaire? So this is also the important concept. People used to ask repeatedly. Okay, people used to ask repeatedly in UGC net postings. Okay, so what is survey? So survey is nothing but questions with the answer absence. Okay, for example, already we have seen the best example for survey is census. Okay, so every 10 years once, census of India, they used to conduct survey. Okay, so census, they used to conduct census, so that is nothing but survey. So they used to give the options also, like gender, male, female, transgender, age category, less than 7, less than 6. So like that they used to give the options. Okay, so questions with options, answer options. So that is survey. Okay, so by using this survey we can collect information of so huge population we can collect the data of huge population, that is survey. Okay, so what is questionnaire? So the questionnaire is nothing but they used to have a checklist. Okay, they used to have a checklist with the rating scales. Okay, the rating scales we used to have the Likert scales. Okay, Likert scales. The rating 6-point scale is a 6-point scale is used to evaluate a behavior needs of the human beings. Okay, so the 6-point scale is recommended to evaluate a behavior needs of the individuals. Okay, so this is a checklist. Checklist means, so these are all the, so we can move for this is a survey. Okay, so survey is a questions with the options in survey. So survey monkey, all of us we know all these things. So few options are exist with this. Okay, so the whoever is filling this question, they can't go the answer beyond this 4 option or 5 option. Okay, so only we have to adhere within this options. So that is survey. This is the example for questionnaire. This is the example for questionnaire. Here they have used three point scale, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 3 point scale used. Okay, these are all the checklist to assess the behavior of classroom management, behavior for classroom management. So this is the questionnaire. Okay, so then third one is interview. Okay, interviews. So the personal one-to-one interviews with more structured standard questions. Okay, structured standard questions. So here also what is structured standard questions are unstructured questions and structured questions. What is the difference? Let me see. Okay, let me see the difference. So this is interview. Okay, personal one-to-one interview. So that is interview nowadays. So that is face-to-face interview or telephonic or online or web-based interviews also nowadays are happening. Okay, so now the computer assisted interviews. So this is CAPI. Okay, so people used to give you a abbreviation and they ask expansion in your exam. So please note this: computer assisted personal interviewing. That is CAPA. Okay, that is CAPA. The computer they themselves they use to generate the report. Okay, that is CAPA, computer assisted interviews. So this is open-handed questions in interviews. Okay, so this is the example for interview. So open-handed questions. Okay, so what is the difference between this interview questions and this questionnaire? So here we are having checklist. Okay, we are having checklist. So here also we are having options, 3 options. So people need to. Okay, but here the audience, okay, the interviewee, so they can give whatever they are thinking about what did you enjoy most about your job. So whatever why, so whatever they are thinking they can able to give answer in this. So this is here open-handed questions. So that's example for interview questions. So this is the important thing. What is the difference between structured and unstructured interviews? Okay, structured and unstructured interviews. A structured interviews uses a set of questions that are asked in a standard way across all respondents. Like this is structured questions. Okay, this is structured questions. So across all respondents, people used to ask the employee want to ask the employer status. So they have framed these questions. Okay, so this is the structured questions. But semi-structured question it will go like conversation. Okay, it will go like conversation. The topics are defined. The topics are defined. Today we are going to talk about the research methods. So that the topic are defined. Okay, but during our discussion, so it will. So here also the general set of questions they used to have, but not in a structured way, like one by one. So first question I am asking, what is this? Second question I am asking, what is this? So no need to go like that. Okay. So it is like a smooth conversation. That is semi-structured interview. So an unstructured interview, here the topic only defined. Okay. So that particular topic like network or anything, whatever it may be. So what is your employment status? So like that. So unstructured interview will go around the topic, but whatever the respondent is responding towards that question. So we have that interviewer, they have to collect all those things and they need to analyze by using those answers. Okay, here the analytical portion is somewhat difficult. Okay, the analysis portion is somewhat difficult in unstructured interview, but in structured interview we cannot get the uh, participants perspective, the entire perspective of participants we cannot collect in structured interview. Okay, so this is the uh, point, this is the point we need to think. So we are at the end of today's class. So any doubt, okay, any doubt you are having, you please, any doubt you are having, you please ask. How was today's session? So next class, you will see the positivism, post-positivism. So the other types, descriptive research in elaborate way, experimental research in elaborate way, then sampling, all those things will come. The yes, yes. Any doubt? We can discuss now. You please. Otherwise, we'll finish our session today. How was the session today? Yes, thank you, Stella ma'am. Yes, thank you, thank you. Silu Mishra. Yes. Any doubt? Any doubt? So people who ever joined, so we will open the Google Classroom. Okay, so we will send you the code how to join in the Google Classroom link. So on that we used to upload this recorded video, today's video, as well as the PowerPoint. Okay, what we have used today. So we will upload these two things. Apart from this, so this week we will have 5 online tests. Okay, so 5 online tests purely related with today's class. Okay, today's class purely related with today's class. We used to ask 5 online tests. So prepare by using this PowerPoint. Okay, so I will share the details. I will share the details of code, all those things to your personal WhatsApp number. Okay, so whoever is interested, you please share your number to my WhatsApp number. So my number is okay. So few people are new, I think. So whoever is interested, you please join with us. Okay, join with us. So we will share the recorded video, audio plus this PowerPoint. Then you will have 5 online tests in this week related with this research. Okay, this research methodology topic, whatever we have dealt today. Okay, so any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Any doubt? Okay, shall we close our session? Shall we close our session?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Sagi ma'am. Yes. Thank you.
Ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your participation. All of you are doing good. Okay. So all of you are in the path. Okay. So please continue your preparation. So practice makes you comfort zone. So practice make you comfort zone where at examination hall. Okay, so practice more questions. So practice, practice, practice. So that is the thing we need to do here. Okay, so all the best, all of you. Thank you very much for participation. Thank you.